Hey guys, this is Camfrey15 and I'm back at it with another video for you guys, and this is a Pokemon 2019 episode review. Like I said I'd be doing once episode 20 hits, I'd consistently be doing Pokemon, 2019 reviews. So, today was episode 20 review, and it was a decent episode. It was a decent episode. We had a Pokemon World Championship battle with just a stranger character, and we just got to go catching these Pokemon. So essentially, the main gist of this episode was essentially, Ash and Go, along with the professor and Koharu. They were essentially being like, I guess, chaperones to these like kids who were just learning to, observe Pokemon and stuff like that. And then there's like this competition to see how many Pokemon, you know, a team has seen. And like there's three different teams. Like one team is the professor, another team is Go and Koharu, and then the last team is Ash. And essentially, you cycle really between Go and Ash's team, and essentially, the kids get a different perspective on, why this Pokemon trainer likes doing whatever. Obviously, Ash, he's more up close and personal and stuff like that with the Pokemon, and he tries to observe the Pokemon from a close distance. Like there was this one funny scene in the episode where there was this Persian and and I guess it's Meowth's buddies. They go find this Rattata like little sleeping ground, and then all of a sudden they get started in a battle, and then the Raticate ends up, and all of a sudden it's looking like you know, I was just like, see, why don't you look at that? Isn't that cool? And then all of a sudden, the kids weren't even nowhere. They were like standing over there in their corner, like all scared. And then Officer Jenny comes by, and she's like, "Next time, make sure you don't leave kids unattended like that next time." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, my bad, sorry." Um, while on Go's side, essentially what he's doing with Koharu and stuff like that is the fact that he's just showing the kids that he's catching Pokemon. So it's like you see one of the first Pokemon he catches is a Pidgey, then a male and female Nidoran that was obviously nuzzling together and stuff like that. I forgot the other Mons he catches. This one Trollmon, which was a regular Farfetch. Um, for like two times he couldn't catch this Farfetch because the Farfetch would see the Pokeball coming and just hit it away. When the episode ended off, he kind of fooled the Farfetch by kind of throwing a slow ball on him because the Farfetch was already keen to like, oh, he's just gonna throw another Pokeball. I might as well just swing now and get it over with. But no, he fell for it, and then at the end of the episode, Go caught it. Yeah, and essentially, and then, during, in Ash's team, essentially, they run into a person who's doing the World Championships, and I forgot the guy's name, but he's from Goldenrod City in the Johto region. I actually have to look up the freaking name because the subs put the Japanese name of the city, but he was from Goldenrod City in the Johto region, and essentially it's his Meganium versus Ash's Pikachu. It is cool that we get to see Meganium because we really don't get to see Meganium altogether. Like literally, Meganium is not as like one of the more forgotten Pokemon people don't like to bring up a lot. Mostly because people just don't think it's like a fan favorite or anything. But it was cool to see Meganium and stuff like that. Ash and the Meganium, I mean not Ash, Pikachu and the Meganium go at it. Like there's this one part in the fight where the dude is telling Ash, yeah, the moment I hit my Solar Beam, it ends. It's gonna be over for you. And then all of a sudden Pikachu tanks, and then do the whole thing where Ash is like, hurry up Pikachu, stop that, Solar Beam. And, Pikachu gets there a little bit too late and still gets hit, but he's able to tank the hit, and it shocks the other kid. He's like, but no one ever freaking, recovers from my freaking Solar Beam. They always lose. And then Ash ends up essentially Iron Tailing the Meganium and winning the match and stuff like that. So yeah, and then he increases his rank to 1,512. So, he's moving up the ranks pretty fast, even though it's like, he even tells the kids, like, yeah, it's a competition out of, you know, 10,000 Pokemon trainers, which he's already in the 1,000s already, which is insane. And it's that fast, but yeah, it's cool. He also does tell his little group of kids that the strongest trainer in the world championships, or the number one trainer in the world championships, is obviously Leon, and he's striving to beat him and stuff like that. So yeah, now on Go's end, essentially, like I said, he's just catching Pokemon and stuff like that, and it's kind of his spiel, and he's just really doing the same thing he's been doing the past couple of 20 episodes, where he just throws a Pokeball and then it magically catches. So essentially, it's like I said, essentially it's like most people say, he's a Pokemon Go catching machine in this anime. He's like the representation of Pokemon Go. Um, things like that. They do both bring up in their own ways. Like Ash brings up a way by saying like, yeah, having Pokemon battles make you connect to your Pokemon, much more. And it makes you closer to them. It makes you understand Pokemon. While Go says catching does the same thing. Um, I'm sorry, but I think battling with your Pokemon makes you understand your Pokemon much more than catching Pokemon. Because let's be real, catching your Pokemon doesn't mean do anything. Like now, it'd be different if Go was saying, "Well, battling and then catching your Pokemon will do that." Okay, then you have something you have something to say about that. But I'm sorry, I'm siding with Ash. When I heard Go say, "Yeah, catching Pokemon will make you feel closer to Pokemon," I'm like, I don't know about that. Even Koharu in the background, she's like, "Are you sure about that?" And stuff like that. And also, well, I guess speaking of Koharu, did she do anything in this week's episode as opposed to the other weeks she's been featured in, other than that one episode? No. If anything, one of my negatives with the series, other than like I guess Go's just constant catching of Mons, and the fact that technically there's sometimes no side plot to an episode, and sometimes there can just be boring filler episodes. The only other negative I have about the show is Koharu. I don't know where the Pokemon creators are taking this Koharu character, unless they're dragging out this huge character, arc to where we finally get focus on Koharu. I don't know why we don't get focus on Koharu. She only got focused on that one episode, and after that, they kind of dropped the ball. Even though after that one episode, she was like the main character in. You'd think, oh, so is this going to lead to Koharu getting more, focus on? Nope, it's as if she's like another background character. Now, if she, like I said, she's featured in the openings and stuff like that, and it's like, well, is she going to be a main character or not? Right now, she's just looking like that side character that kind of like, I guess, is more of a critique of Go's work, essentially, and stuff like that. And like I said, near the end of the episode, Team Rocket tries to fool Ash and company for like, god dang, the like 15,000th time. My goodness, what was any different than this time? Oh, geez, Louise. Yeah, let's fall for three people in black cloaks with hoodies on, saying that there is a Lugia in the area and that we're gonna have a raid battle. It's like I said, if you haven't seen my Pokemon series reviews, I'm not a fan of Team Rocket, really. Team Rocket has kind of gotten stale and stuff like that, and they're only really there to fight Ash's Pokemon when they're about to evolve or just resolve some conflict or whatever, but Team Rocket was just there, and it's like, come on, people. Come on, guys. If it isn't obvious that this is Team Rocket or any bad guys, why would you listen to guys in a dark cloak? Have no idea. The obliviousness to this. Things, it was funny. So anyways, they take care of them, and essentially that's when the episode ends off. I guess another funny, tidbit before I just talk about my overall thoughts. I did find it hilarious how there was one part in the episode where Go says, "You see, all these things are for adults, and like me, I'm an adult, so I can do these things." And then Koharu on the side saying, like, "Go. You ain't no adult. You're a kid. If not, you're just a few years older than they are." And he's like, "Man, whatever, Koharu." So yeah, and that's really it. All I gotta say for the episode. The only other last thing is I gotta show is they did show Lugia in this episode, but at the end of the episode, it's revealed to be that Lugia was actually Mew. So there's still, doing the whole thing that Go will eventually or someday try to aspire to catch Mew. I don't think he is. I think they'll run into Mew at some point in this series, but I don't think he's gonna end up catching it. It will be a shocker if he does. I'll be like, okay, that's enough. I'll be like, okay, that's pushing your luck. So yeah, this episode was decent. Nothing else really special. Next week, it looks like we're going to have the Pokemon egg that, people have leaked saying that it's going to be, a new Pokemon Ash is going to get, which is going to be or hatch into a Riluyu. So it's looking like Ash is going to get another crazy powerful Mon on his team. Because, Pikachu's already powerful enough as is. He's got a Dragonite, and then he's got a Gengar. And now he's going to get a freaking Riluyu that could possibly evolve into Lucario. It'll be interesting to see where it goes. So yeah, so it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, they still do continuity from other cities, Johto region, Goldenrod City thing. So that's still continuity wise pretty cool and stuff like that. I guess the last part of the tidbit thing is, I wonder when they're gonna finally make a new opening because I think they really need to update the opening because Go has a Raboot now. He doesn't have a Score Bunny. I wonder when they're going to update the opening because we've already got like an updated Pokemon Shitori ending theme, and they call it the Mew, Arrow Zamazenta, theme. Essentially, it's like a little. It's just the same song, just with a nice little remix beat to it. And it has like new Pokemon in the slideshows and everything, so it's still strange how we get a new ending, but we don't get a new opening. I feel like they can keep the same opening, just update, Score Bunny and make it reboot and make it like not care as much in the opening, like make it distant or something like that. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm like, because it's like 2 or 3 straight weeks that Score Bunny evolved, and they still haven't given us a new opening or an updated opening at least. Most animes would give us an updated opening by at least, this week or something like that, or when if it airs. So I'm gonna see if we're gonna get the same opening with Score Bunny in it, or if we're gonna get an updated opening. You can keep the same exact song. I like the new song. It's pretty catchy. I'm just saying, update the freaking opening with Reboot. Just put Reboot and switch out for Score Bunny because that opening needs to be updated. Because usually some animes actually update their openings as opposed to what's going on in the show and stuff like that. Like I know My Hero Academia, they do that sometimes. I forgot another anime that updates their openings because of certain changes. I think it would be Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Super was one of those animes too. They would update their openings as opposed to what's going on in the show too. But other than that, that's all I gotta really say. So for this Pokemon episode review, that's really all I gotta say. Like I said, these Pokemon episode reviews are gonna be around like this length because there's really nothing else to talk about unless something crazy happens. But other than that, I'm gonna get over. So this has been Campy15. If you like the video, leave a like. If there's a comment you want to put down in the comment section regarding this episode, as well as you want to hit that subscribe button to get more Pokemon 2019 episodic review content or my Pokemon series reviews. Yeah, just hit that subscribe button. If you're subscribed, hit that bell icon to get notifications whenever I post a video to YouTube. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So other than that, hopefully you guys have a great night. Stay safe out there. Make sure you're washing your hands. And like I said, be safe. Other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.